Helix Community Services is hosting its inaugural symposium at the MassMutual Center in Springfield later this morning to address the critical need for professionals in the field of child and mental health. Western Mass News reporter Taylor Smith joins us live in the studio with more details about the event. Good morning, Taylor.
Good morning, Amanda, and that's right. Helix Human Services is gearing up to host its very first symposium titled Rise Up, A Journey to Trauma Recovery. Now, this comes at a crucial time as many professionals have been craving connection and collaborations since the pandemic, and the symposium will feature a lineup of keynote speakers, and throughout the day, attendees will also engage in a range of critical topics such as trauma-informed care, neurodivergent youth, and developmental trauma. And not only is it a great opportunity for networking and professional growth, participants will also earn continuing education credit for attending. And reporting live in the studio this morning, Taylor Smith, Western Mass News.